Steve Dotto here. Now, a lot of people, when they first get an iPad, get pretty darned excited about all the different free apps and even some of the paid apps that they can install. They're blown away by the capability of the iPad, and they start installing all sorts of very cool things on their iPad. And what happens, though, very quickly, is you end up with a fairly cluttered iPad. It gets a little bit messy, because you can install so many apps that actually finding the apps as you're massively installing them becomes difficult because you'll just basically lose track of where they are. Providing some sense of order to your iPad is a skill that is pretty important to develop pretty quickly in the process. Now, I'm going to show you one very, very simple way to create some structure, and that's just by clustering your different like applications together. If you take a look here on my iPad, on the home screen here, I've got this productivity group of applications that I have installed. If I tap on it, you can see all of my different productivity apps are in one place. They're all clustered together or grouped together. That's really easy to set up on the iPad. Let me show you how. I've actually just set up and downloaded a whole bunch of different sports apps. So let's make a cluster of all my different sports apps. So all we do is we click, well, not we don't click, we tap on one of the icons and hold our finger down, and that puts us into an editing mode, allowing us to reorganize them, move the apps around, and basically create some structure. All I do now is grab one and drag it over top of the other and drop it. And you see what happens? It automatically creates a new group for us called sports. It'll name it pretty logically. You can rename it yourself just by calling up the keyboard. I'm going to leave it as sports. And then all you'd have to do to continue adding apps is just drop other apps into that window, and you can see that little icons will appear within the window. When you're done, hit the home button and it locks in. Now when I want to go and view any of my sports apps, I just tap and they're all there and readily available to me. This allows you to maximize screen space and create some structure, some sense of organization to your iPad.